Welcome to Moon-Faced Buddha, a shorter evening practice to end your day. In the way the moon is a quiet, reflective celestial body, this practice quietly unwinds the body and decompresses the mind in preparation for a restful evening. The first pose is Sukhasana, or cross-legged pose with a forward fold. Start seated. Cross your right shin in front of your left. Slide your sitting bones back. On an inhale, lengthen your front spine. On exhale, fold forward at your hips and spine. Stretch your arms forward along the floor. Tap into your breath and begin taking longer inhales and exhales through your nose. On an inhale, look forward and extend your fingers another inch forward. On exhale, relax your spine. Repeat these movements for a few breaths. On your next inhale, root through your sitting bones and rise to seated. Onward to the other side. Recross your legs so your left shin is in front of your right. Slide your sitting bones back, and on an inhale, lengthen your front spine. On exhale, fold forward at your hips and round your spine. Stretch your arms forward along the floor. Continue taking longer inhales and exhales. On an inhale, look forward and extend your fingers forward another inch. On exhale, relax your spine. Repeat these movements for a few breaths, relaxing your spine and face more and more on every exhale. On your next inhale, root through your sitting bones and rise to seated. The next pose is Adho Mukha Svanasana, or downward facing dog. Rock forward to hands and knees. Curl your toes under, lift your thighs back and up, and straighten your legs. Lengthen through your side waists, your arms, and your legs. Allow your head to relax. Soften your eyes and soften your neck. Breathe into your side bodies with slower and longer inhales and exhales. On your next exhale, lower your knees to the floor. The next pose is Balasana, or child's pose. From hands and knees, place the tops of your feet on the floor with toes pointing back. Relax your hips back toward your heels. Reach your arms out in front of you. Relax your head on the floor or on a prop. Breathe into your lower back. Allow your thighs to relax and drop. Settle your hips, your spine, and your head for a few breaths. From here, press up to hands and knees and take a deep breath here. The next pose is Virasana, or hero's pose. From hands and knees, point your toes back and place the tops of your feet on the floor. Sit back between your heels if that's available. Otherwise, place a blanket or block between your heels and sit on that. Also, if the tops of your feet don't reach the floor, place support under your ankles. Honor the limitations of your knees and use whatever support you need. Once you've made sure your ankles and knees are okay, relax your feet, shins, and thighs. Allow your thighs to drop. Allow your legs to settle. Lengthen up through your spine and relax your arms. Take a couple deep inhales and exhales. From here, start to lengthen your exhalation, which is called Richaka Pranayama in Sanskrit. For example, if you inhale on the count of 4, exhale on the count of 6 or 8. Richaka Pranayama represents decompression, settling, and quietude, all great qualities to foster in an evening practice. Spend more time exhaling than inhaling. Keep your face, palms, and eyes relaxed. Focus on your extended exhalation for a few rounds of breath. From here, we'll practice Parshva Virasana, or revolved hero's pose. On your next inhale, lengthen your spine. On exhale, twist to the right. Place your right hand on the floor or on a block behind you. Place your left hand on your right thigh. Every inhale explores the length of your spine. Every exhale explores the twist. Practice Richaka Pranayama and spend more time exhaling than inhaling. We will use this breathing technique for the rest of the practice. On your next inhale, unwind into full hero's pose. Take a longer exhale here in the center. Onward to the other side. On your next inhale, lengthen your spine. On exhale, twist to the left. Place your left hand on the floor or on a block behind you. Place your right hand on your left thigh. On each inhale, notice the length of your spine. On every exhale, notice your twist. Practice Richaka Pranayama to help relax and settle. With each exhale, allow your legs to further relax, your eyes to soften, and your tongue and jaw to feel heavy. On your next inhale, unwind to the full hero's pose. Take a deep breath here. Then, slowly shift forward to hands and knees. Move your toes and ankles around. Then, press one heel back and squeeze the muscles around your knee gently a few times. Then, do the same for your other leg. Press your other heel back and squeeze the muscles around your knee gently a few times. From here, lie on your back with your legs extended along the floor. The next two poses are Supta Padangusthasana 1 and 2, or the first two variations of supine big toe pose. From your back, draw your right knee into your chest. Loop a strap around your right foot and hold the strap with both hands. Then press your right heel skyward and extend your right leg fully. Make sure your hamstring and calf stretch aren't too intense. Allow the stretch to soak into your leg. Relax your torso and head. Practice Richaka Pranayama and soften and relax more with every exhale. From here, we'll move into the second version. Hold the strap with just your right hand. Lower your right leg out to the right. Press that heel out and spread your toes. Your right leg doesn't have to reach the floor, and you can support your foot with a block if you need to. Roll your abdominals to the left to help ground your left hip and leg. Relax into a moderate stretch down your leg and decompress with your extended exhale practice. Relax your jaw and relax your eyes. From here, bend your right knee and remove the strap. Extend your right leg forward next to your left. Take an inhale and exhale here. Onward to the other side. This time, draw your left knee to your chest. Loop a strap around your left foot and hold it with both hands. Press your left heel skyward and extend your left leg fully. Make sure your hamstring and calf stretch aren't too intense. This side might be tighter or looser than the first, so honor any differences. Allow the stretch to soak into your leg. Relax your torso and head. Practice Vichaka pranayama and relax and settle your entire system. From here, we'll move into the second version of supine big toe pose. Hold the strap with just your left hand. Lower your left leg out to the side. Press your left heel out and spread your toes. Your left leg doesn't have to reach the floor. You can support the foot with a block if needed. Roll your abdominals to the right to help ground your right hip and leg. Hone in on a stretch that feels helpful and not too intense. Relax your jaw and your eyes and let your extended exhale practice soften your entire system. From here, bend your left knee and remove the strap. Extend your left leg forward next to your right. Take a deep breath here and notice the spaciousness and ease in your legs. The next pose is Supta Panagustasana 3, the third variation of supine big toe pose. While lying face up, place your feet flat on the floor for a moment and shift your hips to the right side of the mat. Re-extend your left leg along the floor. Draw your right knee in and loop a strap around your foot. Hold the strap in your left hand and, on an inhale, press your right foot skyward. On exhale, draw your right leg over your torso toward the floor on your left. Stack your right hip on top of your left. Press both heels out in their respective directions. This twist adds resistance to your breath. Notice the resistance and compression on inhales. On each exhale, notice the decompression and release in your torso. Allow your jaw to feel heavier and relax your skull, ears, and eyes as you let your stretch soak into your system. On your next exhale, bend your right knee and unwind to center. Take a deep breath here. Onward to the other side. Place your feet flat on the floor for a moment. This time, shift your hips to the left side of the mat. Re-extend your right leg along the floor. Draw your left knee in and loop a strap around your left foot. Hold the strap in your right hand. On an inhale, press your left foot skyward. On exhale, draw your left leg over your torso toward the floor on your right. Stack your left hip on top of your right. Press both heels out in their respective directions. Notice the resistance the twist adds on inhales. On exhales, notice the decompression and release in your torso. Let every extended exhale soften you more and more toward the floor. On your next exhale, bend your left knee and unwind to center. Take a deep breath here and notice the after effects of the pose. The next pose is Viparita Karani, or inverted pool. Place a bolster or a block by your side. While lying face up, bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor, close to your hips. On an inhale, press your feet down to lift your hips up. Slide the prop under your hips, and on an exhale, settle your hips on top of the prop. Then, extend both legs skyward. If keeping your legs in the air proves too much of a challenge or involves too much effort, bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor. You'll still receive the benefits of this inversion. Otherwise, hold your legs up with as little effort as possible. Allow gravity to decompress your feet, legs, and lower abdomen. You can relax your arms out to the sides, place them in the goalpost position, or frame your head by holding opposite elbows. Turn in toward the decompressing effect of your Vichaka pranayama, allowing the quietude of your exhale to relax and soften your torso, arms, and head. If your legs are vertical, bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor. Engage the muscles around your hips to support your hips and sacrum. On your next inhale, lift your hips off the prop, slide the prop out from under you, and on exhale, lower your hips to the ground. Take a deep breath into your lower abdomen. Observe any decompressive sensations in your abdomen and feet. The next pose is Supta Baddha Konasana, or supine bound angle pose, with support under your ribs and head. Come up to seated. Place a bolster or 2 blocks behind you. If you're using blocks, set them at their lowest level. As you lie back, adjust the props so your ribs and head are supported. Bend your knees out to the sides and place the soles of your feet together. Relax your arms to the sides, palms facing up. Relax and soften everything. Allow your legs to settle. Let your arms feel heavy. Allow your torso and head to settle into the props. On every exhale, settle even more. If there are any places of tension, notice them. Let the decompressing energy of your Vichaka pranayama practice soak into any tension and soften it. From here, use your hands to lift your head and tuck your chin. Then, press your hands into the floor and lift upright to seated. Remove the props from the mat and lie back down again. The next pose is Shavasana, or corpse pose. Extend your legs and relax. Let your torso soften. Allow your arms to settle. Feel the weight of your skull. Feel the weight of your eyes. And feel the weight of your ears. Relax your breathing practice and let your body breathe on its own. With each out-breath, soften more. For a couple minutes, examine the decompressing effect your practice has had on your nervous system, your energy, and your state of mind. From here, start taking slightly deeper breaths. Send an inhale through your arms into your palms. Direct an inhale down your legs into your feet. Send an inhale into your brain. Then, roll over to one side and take a deep breath here. From here, press up to a seated position. In your seated position, notice any soft, sublimated energies in your body. This evening practice, like the nighttime moon, is cool, reflective, and promotes quietude. Take this quietude with you into your evening. Thank you for your practice, and namaste.